Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are playing a brand new Mortar deck that I cooked up, and it's going to be a very fast cycle deck that we're going to play. We're using the new Berserker in it as well, because I figured we got to take advantage of a 2 elixir card in a Mortar deck like this. So, you know, it's going to be a very fast deck, and I really enjoyed playing this, so hopefully we can get some nice wins here. And I also wanted to say, I have a top 5 best Mortar decks video coming out this week, probably tomorrow, and then I also do have the top best decks to level up if you're a free-to-play player. So I'm trying to have as many videos this week as I can for you guys, hopefully every single day. I just wanted to give it an extra day before I come up with the top 5 best Mortar decks video, because I feel like, you know, you need a bit of time to figure out what the actual meta decks are, and any YouTuber that's telling you right now that they know exactly what the best decks are, I feel like is just completely lying. And, you know, I don't want to give you guys a deck that isn't going to be an absolute banger. I wouldn't want you guys to level up something that isn't going to be good. So, we're just working with that. Now I'm going to have to fireball here. I think the Lumberjack's out of range. That's actually perfect that it's not, but we are going to take some damage. Luckily the balloon isn't raged, so that is good, but we will probably take 2 hits from that balloon, and then we will have a little bit of a counter push though, so that's actually quite good. And then if he goes for like a bar barrel or something, we can play the bush on this other lane, and already we are outcycling this guy a lot, which is really good. Holy crap, we're going to slam that tower, so that is good. And then we can go ahead and play the Berserker in the pocket, but I think that's going to be a win for our first matchup very quickly. So let's just give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's jump into the next match. Guys, next matchup, I'm going to go ahead and play the Mortar first play, because that is the Benny signature. And honestly guys, I'm curious, what is your guys' favorite thing that I do? Like, what is, if you guys have noticed, what is a habit that you've noticed that I do? Is it whether it's I speak like a freaking weirdo, or I make absolutely horrible plays, or I have one placement that you guys see that's just like Benny? That is a really weird placement. I'm actually curious what you guys have noticed, so let me know down in the comments if you've noticed anything like that. Hopefully it isn't something weird, dude. I hope I'm not some weirdo. Okay, we'll play the knight in the back here, and then ooh, okay, we're probably going to have to take some damage here. I'm actually going to bar barrel. I think the firecracker will shoot, but that's too bad. I was hoping that we'd get a king tower activation, but the goblins moved over in the way for the firecracker. So we'll play the Mortar here. He just used his log. So I'm going to go ahead and play the bush on the opposite lane here, just because every time I do that, it's kind of annoying. He has to keep it in the back of his head. He has to play the cannon to pull it, and then, you know, the mighty miner is going to get pulled by the bush there as well, so that will just slow it down a bit. And then he's going to play the earthquake. Honestly, we've taken quite a bit of damage here. I'm actually not very happy about this. So we do have to be a little bit aware of that, but that's okay. I think that realistically, because this guy has Earthquake, we really do have to rely on our log bait, but as soon as we get to double elixir, we should be okay. We're going to play the Little Prince right here, and then we can play the Goblin Gang just a little bit further back, because, you know, he went for the pre-log there, so us playing it further back just gives us a little bit of extra freedom. And then I'm actually going to play the Suspicious Bush here as well. He's going to play the cannon on that left side. If I go for the bar barrel, I'm not actually sure if we're going to, I don't think that's going to get anything for us, but we do have the goblin behind at least, so that's good. And then we do get the Suspicious Bush on the tower, and then I can play the Goblin Gang in the middle here, especially in case he pops that Mighty Miner ability. You know, we'll be good, we'll be defended, and that also makes him use 1 extra elixir, but I do have to be careful if he goes for a Hog Rider. If he does go for a Hog, it could be bad for me. Now that actually we have the Mortar and we have the Berserker, we can defend this pretty well. If he goes for an Earthquake, that would be perfect, because that would be a bad elixir trade for him. Okay, we're in a pretty good position here. I don't think we have to worry too much. I'm going to start the Little Prince in the back, because we want to get that 3-card cycle, because as soon as we have that, then, you know, we can kind of start to really mess around with this guy, and we can get something good going. I'm going to go ahead and bar barrel here. I don't really know why he switched up the lanes there. That was interesting, but we can go ahead, we can play the bush there on that side. The Hog Rider will get completely defended. I'm going to pop the Mighty Miner ability there, and then I am going to Fireball on that Evil Firecracker. Every single time an opponent plays an Evil Firecracker against me, I'm going to try to Fireball at every single chance I get. And in all honesty, I'm probably going to try to Fireball a Firecracker regardless, unless I know for sure that I'm good. He just used his log there, so I'm going to Evo Knight on this side, and then let's go ahead and let's get a bush on this side. Let's get a Berserker as well, actually, just to really keep the pressure up on him. Ooh, that's too bad that the Ice Spirit got onto the bush. But we do get the Evo Knight on the tower, but we also messed up our Hog pull, so hopefully the Evo Knight takes that. Okay, holy crap, that was really close. We ended up getting the win. That could have been bad, but I guess if we tie it, the other tower was pretty low too. Alright, you guys, next matchup. He's going to play the E-Spirit first play, so I'm going... Oh, I messed that up. That is not... Oh my goodness, okay. I was actually really worried that we messed that up. Sometimes that placement doesn't work. He's going to play the Lumberjack, so I already know that a balloon is coming my way. But I do have the... Oh, okay, that's crazy. We'll play the Mortar here, I guess, just defensively to kind of stop that. And then we can play the Knight right here. And I don't think we'll have to play anything else. The Royale Giant will probably get 1 hit on our tower, but that's okay. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. And then we can play the Suspicious Bush. Let's wait and see what he has to respond to that. I think you know, realistically, every time we play that bush, it's just annoying. So, you know, we want to take our shot in the dark and try to get something going. We are going to get one suspicious bush hit, and it does so much damage. So that is huge. We are coming out on top here. Holy crap. Okay, Evil Lumberjack is coming with Hunter. That is crazy. Okay, we're going to take that out at least, but so that's good. I'm going to Bar Barrel here. The fact that it still got a hit there, even though, oh my goodness, okay. Evil Lumberjack is absolutely, like, ridiculous. I cannot stand it. Let's play the Mortar on this side, and then let's, ooh, okay. We'll play the Bush on this side as well, and then the Little Prince is going to help out quite a bit with that Royale Giant, but I think we're going to take some damage here. This is actually not an ideal situation for me, unfortunately. But I'll play the Knight in front of the Little Prince there to keep the pressure up on this guy, and then maybe he'll play a Lumberjack. So I'm going to pop the ability to predict whatever he plays. We do catch the E-Spirit, so that's good. Hunter's going to go Sicko Mode on the Guardian, but we do get a connection with the Little Prince and the Guardian, so we're going to make up some of our damage back, which is quite good. And then I'll play the Goblin Gang here. Okay, I'll play the Berserker as well, just to make sure that we don't take another hit, because we can't really afford to do that. And then I'll get a Suspicious Bush down. Again, we're just kind of keeping the pressure up on this guy, and we're trying to be annoying. And then, okay, here's the dilemma. I could Defensive Mortar on his next Royale Giant, and I could try to defend it, because we know that's coming out. Or I could Evil Mortar opposite lane and keep the pressure up on him. I think that's what I'm going to do. He doesn't really have a great way to stop our Suspicious Bushes, so you know, we kind of want to take advantage of that as much as we can. I'm going to pop the Little Prince ability just to try to keep the Little Prince alive as long as we can. The Lumberjack is going to kill the Little Prince, guaranteed. There's nothing we can do about it, but that's okay. And then I'm going to play the Suspicious Bush here because he doesn't have a great counter to it. Let's get a Defensive Mortar down now, just because we know that it's going to be quite a close matchup here. We can go ahead and play the Bar Barrel to make sure that the Hunter doesn't get a shot on tower. He's got the Fisherman down. Okay, we'll get the Little Prince here, and then I guess we'll go ahead and do this. Ooh, I didn't know that he had Fireball. I feel like, did I miss that or something? Ooh, please don't get a hit. Okay, we're going to be good. Let's go ahead and get an Offensive Mortar going here now. And then let's go ahead and get a Bar Barrel down. Man, he's going to play the Evil Lumberjack, and that's just going to really ruin my day. But we can get the Bush down. Oh, okay, he played a Royale Giant, so that's good because we can play the Little Prince here. And that should fully counter that Royale Giant. And then we can actually get a Mortar on the counter push. I'll play the Mortar right here just to be safe, make sure that we don't take a shot or anything. And then we can go ahead and play the Berserker here, just kind of get that going. Let's go ahead and pop the Little Prince ability as well. He's going to Fireball. That was a mistake. He just lost because of that. We are definitely going to get the win. That was 100% a massive mistake. We can Fireball right here, and we are going to get the win. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on to the next matchup. That was a very close match. All right, guys, next matchup, he's going to play the Miner the first play. Holy crap, this guy is going aggressive. Okay, this is going to be an interesting matchup because I think we're going to both have pretty quick decks. That's crazy that he does get the Wall Breakers connection. Honestly, kind of disrespectful if you ask me, but whatever. That's okay. We'll play the Bush into the opposite lane. He's going to use the Log, so that is good. And then what do I want to start here? Let's go ahead and play Berserker at the bridge. He's going to split the bats, so that's actually kind of annoying because it's going to take everything out. But in a Wall Breaker matchup, I really like to use my Mortar to try to pull the Wall Breakers. I feel like that's almost like 90% of the time going to be the play. That was a really aggressive push that he just did there with both the Poison and the Miner. So I'm going to Mortar opposite lane, and then let's get the Bush going. And why don't we get a Berserker going into here as well? Because then if he logs, the Bush, I don't know what they're called, the Bush spawn or whatever, are going to be tanked for a second. So we'll get some really good damage there. And then I'm going to Goblin Gang here as well, and we are going to get a little bit of damage on this guy. So we are up in damage despite him getting the first Wall Breaker connection. So all in all, not a bad situation, I would say. And then if he goes for Wall Breakers here, I'm just going to use the Mortar to pull it. I'm going to wait a second though. Now let's play the Mortar, and then I'll play the Evo Knight right here onto his Miner to deal with that, and we should be good. And then he's also going to play Batsman. This guy is aggressive. Okay, so well, let's get the Bush going first, and then we'll go ahead and we'll play the Berserker onto this side. The Bush should get onto the bomb tower there, so that's going to be good. And the Berserker is going to get on the tower for sure. Maybe even the Evo Knight will. Okay, we got pretty good damage here. I'm not too mad about that. Okay, I'm going to play the Little Prince right here. We might as well do that just to get something going. And then Do I predict... Okay, I'm going to go for the Evil Mortar, actually, because he doesn't really have a way to tank. And then let's get the Knight in front, just in case he does anything. He is going to allow us to get that Mortar connection, so I'm going to Fireball right on that Magic Archer, because she is just, like, so annoying. Sorry. And then we can go ahead and play the Goblin Gang, and that is going to be towered down. And then we can play the Knight right here into the pocket, and then let's get a Berserker right here to defend this Knight. We'll just kind of wait a little bit just in case he goes for those wall breakers, because that could be a huge connection and a huge comeback play for him. And then we can play the Bush right here. There are the wall breakers with the Miner, so we'll go ahead and do this. He went for the Log early, so now we can play the Goblin Gang just behind to take out that Miner. And then I'm going to Fireball right here on the Magic Archer, get rid of him, and also get some really good tower damage. And then I'm just going to wait a second. We can play the Little Prince right here. I'll Barb Barrel as well, and then we can just play the Mortar to distract everything, as well as get the wall breakers. Miner will go down, Bats will go down, and we're going to get the win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow in my next upload.